Hi, this is the last video for the Chakra Divination Challenge for April by Shuffling Fate, and I just pulled my cards and from the Star Child Tarot, the newest borderless edition, which is so dreamy. It's so perfect in every way, and including the guidebook. And the cards are so good. So let us begin. Let me turn my phone off. Okay. So, the crown chakra, this is all about connection to the divine and universal consciousness, right? Transcend this boundary. The Ace of Wands. Which, whenever I've done like a life purpose for myself or my strengths, like this is like the card. Ooh, this card is the one that comes up a lot for me. So, transcending this boundary that I can come up with a million ideas for things and see a million different things I want to do and go, and all these I can see like how this radiates out, like all the directions. I can go in any direction, and learning to commit and follow through, which is a very powerful card in the Sacred Creator's Oracle, following through, and it's basically like finishing things. And I've had a struggle with that, starting things and then not finishing them. And I would beat myself up about it, but then I realized, like, I do finish things. I do commit and follow through. My problem is more like, beating myself up about not finishing everything, because I start so many things, like, in all areas of my life. And it's kind of like when people, like the people that can't grow plants, like what I tell them, like, well, just grow different kinds of house plants and then see what survives, and then grow that grow that plant or those plants that can survive. Don't beat yourself up if certain things you start and they aren't able to thrive or grow roots and blossom. Not beating yourself up for that, but then really appreciating the things that are working, the things that are growing roots, the things that are blossoming. But just transcending that boundary of, well, not beating myself about things I have not finished, like a crochet blanket for my almost 3-year-old daughter that I started while pregnant. I was like, granted, I did go through some stuff through through this for the past 3 years. I've been through, like, I've moved twice, went through a divorce, my business has changed a bunch in that time. So things like that. Forgiving myself for the things I haven't been able to finish, and allowing myself to take those precious ideas that mean the most to me, that are the most important, and allowing them to grow and grow roots and blossom. But let us read the message. So it's okay to be a fire starter and come up with awesome ideas, but then I'm like a professional brainstormer. But allowing my creativity to still flow, not beating myself up for those projects that don't come to fruition, but knowing that I can. It is possible. It's like a fear of mine. Am I capable of finishing anything? Oh, well, sorry. I got distracted. The following through card. I should read that message for you guys. The following through card. So when you start something for Sacred Creator's Oracle, that message in that guidebook is amazing. Following through on things that we start that are important. It's okay if things don't. If you don't feel committed or feel connected to something anymore, just decluttering it from you. But following through, if you have, like, for me, like me learning tarot, or anything, like if you're, just I'll let you know, for me, like me learning tarot and not keeping myself walled up and just continuing learning without sharing it, without putting it out there to the world, without offering my knowledge and wisdom and my experience with it. Like, that's following through, not just staying in a state of constant apprenticeship. If that makes sense. Like, when you're trying to wait to be ready, but then you're only ready when you finally just make that leap of faith. In that sense, right? So following through allows that energy that you have put into your craft, into your job, into your hobby, into your, discipline of any kind, and allowing that energy to return back to you, to refill your cup again, so you're not stuck in this stagnant, never unchanging state of not ready, or not ready for the next step. Like, following through is the next step, and it completes the cycle. So the flow, the beautiful flow, like the water fountain, you don't let it just, you want your water fountain to flow. It's good feng shui. You want it to, yeah, the clean, clear water flowing constantly. So the message, a wonderful new beginning, full of inspiration and growth. It is time to embrace any upcoming opportunities that come your way. Perhaps you are on the verge of trying something new or expanding your ideas. If there is anything you have been planning on pursuing, now is the time to take action. You have the skills and talents you need in order to manifest your creativity in all its power. Even though this may be the initial stage of your adventure, know that you're headed into a life-changing period that is deeply rooted in your inner truth. As a result, you will find the creative outlets you need. A time for action and self-expression. And I was just looking, take a minute. Oh, an additional meaning: soul purpose, adventure, beginning, creation, energy, vitality, birth, inheritance, and new relationships. So I like how it's saying deeply rooted in my inner truth, and allowing my creativity to manifest in all of its power with my skills and talents. I love that. So taking action and expanding, and not just coming, like, as fun as it is to come up with new ideas, to actually take actions on those, allowing them to grow and manifest into reality, giving them a chance to grow. Right? In case that resonates with anybody else. I know all about it. Like, if you're great at coming up with ideas, but then never taking action on any of them, forget your fear. Go ahead and, like, be brave. Face your fears, face the courage, face it, face the adventure and bring it on. Let's see what the next step is. No longer being afraid of being vulnerable or putting yourself out there. Face it, just do it. Like, who cares? Who cares what anyone else thinks, or who cares about the fears? Like, I know we all have fears. I know fears. Facing them. Just do it. Make an actual step that brings it into reality. No more, no more being afraid. Okay, sorry. I'm like, crown chakra, transcend the boundary. All right, so the next one is be inspired by the King of Swords, and actually the Queen of Swords is in this spread too. Actually, two queens, but so be inspired by my inner truth, my inner wisdom, my knowledge, what I stand for. Be inspired by what I know in my soul to be truth. But I've had this is the third time that card's come up through these chakras, so obviously it's important. And this card pops up for me. It was the significator card for me. So so be inspired by inspired by my truth. So it is time to speak your truth with confidence and strength. The need to look objectively with no limiting emotions. You are quick-witted and sharp in your convictions, standing up against all odds. Do not worry yourself with the opinions of others. You already know you have what it takes. So allow myself to be inspired by what excites me, what I know to be truth, what I know to, just allow myself to be inspired and confident in those things that excite me, that I know to be spiritual truths, that I know to be my inner truths, and allow that to be reflected outside of me, to be communicated about, and to stand strong in that, and be inspired by what inspires me, and confident in it. So, and not worrying about what other people, what inspires somebody else. I'm not worried about it, or what other, everyone likes everyone's an individual. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes, and just be comfortable and at peace with mine. So, and then the next one is know this wisdom. And guess what card came up? It's the Hermit traditionally, but it's the Serenity card. In this, it's kind of like the this is an illusion, like the Seven of Cups card. So, know this wisdom. Know that I can always, to find the serenity, the peace, I can always retreat within myself, or retreat somewhere quietly, like out in nature, or in my sacred space at home. Know this wisdom, like whenever I feel like the world's too much, or I'm not sure where to go next, or I just not positive, to allow myself to go into that place of serenity, of that place of peace, and inner wisdom. Know this wisdom. Wisdom is within yourself. Like I was just told by a very spiritual mentor this week, like meditation, even just a few times a week, you know, allowing myself to, and it was something like for someone like me, who's like I have no earth in my like hardly any earth in my astrological chart. Not that not necessarily that correlates, but I'm already very like in my upper chakras, so meditation might not be something that for me to do on a daily basis. If you're very grounded or can feel very, very stuck. I feel, you know, like my version of stuck is just being very floaty, you know, not rooted. So if you're already very firmly rooted, then you might need to move up, maybe meditation every day just to get you out of the that gravity of reality, I guess, or the weight of reality. But yeah, I can always find you know, this wisdom. I can always feel grounded within myself. And I love her look of tranquility. Like, it's all within me. Like, that know this wisdom. If I'm in doubt about anything, if I feel like if there's something I don't know that I need to know, it's inside me. It's already within. Let us read the message, though. I hope you guys have enjoyed the this deck. This deck is absolutely amazing. And Danielle Noel, the creator of the Star Child Tarot, she's coming out with the Moon Child. And I don't know exactly, I don't know if that's just like the more emotional, shadowy side for this, or I don't know exactly what direction that one is, but I'm like, I want it. I don't know what the overall theme of that deck would be yet, but I am very curious to know. Alright, so, know this wisdom. Sometimes it is important to step back from the noise and chaos of the world. There is nothing wrong with seeking out your own space, as introspection offers spiritual teachings that can only come from within. This in turn allows you to expand your field of perception and connect with your higher self. Serenity describes a soul-searching journey where you seek truth, purpose, and harmony. You are waking up to a renewed sense of spirituality that is illuminating your life in new and vibrant ways. You may feel less inclined to share your thoughts or views with others as you realize that each person is on their own karmic path of learning and enlightenment. Take a moment to reconnect with nature and explore the mysteries of the earth around you. Look out for the sweet synchronicities as they come. Spiritual quest, reevaluation of life plans, meditation, introspection, consciousness, and solitude. So what can I learn through personal experience? How can I connect with my true spiritual nature and higher self? And how can I surround myself with like-minded people? And that's another thing, because I get so excited, like, when I find, like, I realize a new, deeper perception of life or perspective on life. I want to share it with you guys. I want to share it. I want to put my experiences out there. And I realize some things are personal, so I'm still kind of like this week I've had the past few weeks, I've had very profound spiritual things happen, and I realize not everything needs to be shared to relay the message that I personally get. I do know we all are walking our own path, like the spiritual path we're walking. You know, it's all very individual. It's very, you know, it's very personal. So I can't say like the things that have helped me awaken to new realities would work for everybody else, because we all have to. It all depends on where we're at in life and what we're able and ready to receive and things like that. So I can only share some things, and I just know other stuff is very personal. But I want to make sure I do share the things that have helped me, and yeah. But I do know going within. Sometimes it's whenever I go searching outside myself, it always brings me back to within, and it's you know what, I knew that wisdom. So, that's a very beautiful message. And so, the message from Spirit is the Queen of Swords. And I feel like the main message here, just looking at it, is nurturing our inner truth. Nurturing my inner truth. And, holy crap, what I was just saying. So, we're all walking our own path. That is our personal truth. And to nurture that and to accept it and to allow it to develop in its own way, in its own unique way. It's all unique. We're all in the same spiral, but it's just different. It's different for everybody. But let us see. Okay. So, message from Spirit. Your strength and powers of discernment are needed at this time. You may want to detach your inner emotions or fears from your given situation in order to make an objective decision. A need for an unbiased opinion about something. Look to all of the facts before making any judgments. Think with your head this time, as opposed to your heart. So speaking your truth at any given time, highly perceptive, analytical, and straightforward. So they embody maturity that can only come with life experience. So, and the Queen of Swords people are strong, loving, and loyal friends. It's like, yeah, truth. So I like that, the power of discernment. Another thing was like knowing when to be silent and knowing when to speak as well. It feels like that's a word coming up too. And also, just from a woo-woo perspective, one of the gift of discernment is a spiritual gift, by the way. Like a psychic power. That is a psychic spiritual power. So developing that, which is good. Which I was just saying, so things that have worked for me in developing and deepening my own spiritual truths may not be what, me telling you everything I have done might not be useful for you. It might, so it's kind of like you have to just do it yourself. Like, life experiences are some of the greatest teachers of wisdom, right? It's like you can tell somebody, help you avoid certain things or help you, learn certain things, but really, experiencing is what really integrates it into your soul. So, and then the last one is, this one's for and beyond. I have learned. The Queen of Wands. I have learned that I have an amazing spirit animal, by the way. I'm so excited. I feel like I have a wolf too. The medicine cards, the animal medicine cards, they talk about we have 2 spirit animals, one to walk beside us on our left and right, and I feel like the wolf is one of them. But we're going to, anyway, I was like, by the way, so I love her. I love her being excited. It says, permission to be, despite the maturity needed the maturity needed to gain spiritual wisdom and truths, and to grow spiritual, our own spiritual truths, the wisdom needed for that and discernment, you can still be excited and enthusiastic and confident in that ability, and the love and zest for life and joy and being out there and having fun and energetic and just throwing stuff out there and seeing what works, and willing to experiment and experience life in all of its forms. And even if you go through hard times or good times, that's just taking it on as a grand adventure of life and why we are here. Yeah, holy crap, yeah. I like the Queen of Wands, in case anyone couldn't tell. Alright, but let's see, I have learned. It is important that you acknowledge your limitless potential. You are capable of accomplishing anything you wish if you truly put your mind to the task. Maintaining a positive mindset attracts an abundance of light into your life. This is the first step in manifesting your dreams. Oh my gosh, the card went flying. Just know, anything that we want to do, we can do it. Nothing is stopping us. And I have learned. And we can accomplish anything. And honestly, things that, we're called to do, despite fears holding us back, just know we can do them. We wouldn't be wanting to do them. A part of us, even if it's putting ourselves out there, even if it's, public speaking, even if it's sharing wisdom and knowledge, and, even if you're introverted, it's okay. Go ahead and put yourself out there. Overcome those fears, because if you're feeling called to do it in any way, if it feels like it's calling for you, just do it and love life and love every moment of it. And be positive, because a positive mindset attracts abundance of light into your life. It's what fuels you if you follow your dreams, and for me too. For all of us, following your dreams. So, I had so much fun doing this. Speaking of following through, I followed through with this challenge. Yay! Exciting. So, anyway, I love you guys. Yeah, stay excited for life, enthusiastic. Know that the more you're doing things that you enjoy, that you enjoy, brings back abundance to you in all its forms, and more, like following your enthusiasm for life brings more enthusiasm into your life. And that, yes, we can retreat within whenever we need to gain that inner wisdom and that whatever we're needing to hear from our higher selves, that guidance, it's within. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day.